My name is Mr. Anderson. I am the announcer voice behind Written Sins. This is the Written Sins Comic-Con Highway, so long as San Diego Comic-Con doesn't have a problem with that name. And it rolls through the holiday season, and this is the last weekend before the holiday weekends coming up. And holiday weekends is, of course, we're going to have the first one, not this coming weekend, but the week after that for Christmas, followed by the New Year's. So we're already at that point in the year where we're about to say goodbye to 2017. Crazy, right? Let's check out what's going on the Comic-Con Highway this week. We're going to start off first on 12/17, which will be Sunday in North Carolina. It's the best one-day show in Charlotte. Comic-Con is going to be at, let's see, we're going to have Corey Oliver there covering it for Written Sins. I don't have exactly the place it's going to be, but it is in Charlotte Comic-Con. And you guys from Charlotte know it's probably in the center. We can take a quick look at it, though, when we're done with all of the announcements. Acme's second annual comic fan gathering, thanks to San Diego Comic-Con, is this weekend. That's me, of course, giving a dig to San Diego Comic-Con. There are going to be some amazing people at this event. You're going to have Aaron Conley from Sabretooth and Swordsman, Alex Savek, he's the artist of Green Lantern and the Web of Spider-Man, James Heck, writer of Solar Flare, Christian Slade, writer of Cord, Michael Doran, the writer of Sugar Boogras, and Owl Going Back is the writer of DC Talent Showcase, Poison Ivy, Silent Scream. This is going to be held at Acme Comics. Is in, I believe we're going to look at that. It's in Florida, definitely. I don't know the name of the actual town off the top of my head. We're going to take a look at the exact address in a second. But just so you know, Richard Rivera and Scott Comics will also be there. Richard Rivera, of course, I've tabled with a bunch this year. He's the creator behind works, multiple ones, including the Shadow Play that we recently did a Kickstarter for and supported that. But also Stabby Bunny. There's James Hack. We talked about him above. James Pruitt from Mindbender and Walt Oslet from Shiver Bureau. We're also going to have me representing Written Sins. That's right. I am a guest. It's the second time this year I'm going to be a guest somewhere. I am going to be at the Acme Comic Convention. Again, it's in Florida. It's up above, right above Orlando. We're going to take a minute and look at that. And we're also going to check out our affiliate convention scene, and we're going to talk about this Facebook group. But before we do all that, I just wanted to remind you that Written Sins is the support system for indie comic book creators. We support creators by showcasing their art, their work, their different projects, and helping them spread the word about their Kickstarters, even at a time where Facebook is now officially making creators' lives hell for sharing their own work and other people's work, including me, who's now on a time out from Facebook because of sharing other creators' work. Charlotte Comic-Con will be at the 5400 John Q. Hammonds Drive, Northwest Concord, North Carolina. You guys can see that this weekend. It will be on, let's just make sure. I'm pretty sure that's the 17th. The 16th is Saturday. 17th is going to be Sunday, right there. 17th is the Sunday. So check that out. And admission is $5 and kids are free. So that's pretty cool. That's in Charlotte Comic-Con. Now the Acme Comic-Con, which takes place at the Acme Superstore, will be taking place in Longwood, Florida. That's what it was. Longwood, Florida. That will be on Saturday. And we'll have just an amazing amount of creators, including myself, including Richard Rivera, including James Pruitt, and all the other names I just mentioned. It's going to be an amazing event. Please come visit us. Get something for your friends and family for the holidays through us. Now, as we've said, going forward, the Written Sins Comic-Con Highway is going to be all about the different shows that we're going to be showcasing creators at. When we don't cover it because a creator hasn't told us, we're going to be using convention scenes list to help us spread the word. So, of course, we talked about the Charlotte Comic-Con, but did you also know, we didn't know, that there's also an Atlanta Comic Convention this weekend at the Marriott Hotel at Century Center 2000. that looks like it's going to be an awesome show. That looks like it's going to be an awesome show. So if you guys are in Atlanta, Georgia, that's your stop this weekend. And for those of you in Pennsylvania, Uniontown is going to be having the Uniontown Comic and Collectibles Show in Uniontown Mall. That is the 17th in Pennsylvania. We're going to go through our list again, but just as a programming note, it does not look like there's going to be anything from Convention Scene next week. And we don't have anything lined up for next week either. So we might not actually have a show next week, just as a heads up. What we might do instead is we might film the week ahead. So we might do the show for the Toronto Comic Books show. We'll get back to you next week, more information. But for now, let's just go back over all the shows. First, we're going to start right here. Uniontown, Pennsylvania has the Uniontown Comic and Collectibles Show. Atlanta, Georgia has the Atlantic Comic-Con Convention. And Concord, North Carolina has the Charlotte Comic-Con. All those are on Sunday the 17th. On Saturday the 16th. On Saturday the 16th, I will be with Richard Rivera and some amazing other creators at the Acme Comic-Con Convention. It'll be in Longwood, Florida, 32750. It's just above Orlando to the east coast of Florida, more towards the east than the west coast. I'll be there. Ryan Palmer said, "What's up? What's up, Ryan? What's going on, my man?" Ryan Palmer, amazing creator. I can't wait till he comes down to Florida. That has been the Comic-Con Highway for this weekend. The weekend before the holiday season takes the Comic-Con road apparently offline. I don't know of any conventions. If you guys know of a convention happening this holiday weekend, let me know, because right now we're not seeing anything. Absolutely zero. But that is the road, and we're going to talk more about it next week. So stay tuned. And if we don't talk to you next week, because there isn't anything to talk about, Merry Christmas. And for those watching today, Happy Hanukkah. We filmed this on the first day of Hanukkah, and this program will run throughout Hanukkah. So Happy Hanukkah. Enjoy the Festival of Lights. And Ryan said we're going to hang out when I'm down. When I make it down there. We better, Ryan. We better. That has been the Comic-Con Highway. I will see you next week or maybe in the new year. We'll have to wait and see.